Namaste, namaste, welcome, welcome. Our core services includes providing them the housing, providing rent assistance, tapping them into social services programs like food stamps, social security card, getting children enrolled in school, having adults attend school, and then the critical thing is getting mom and dads, or those that are above 18 but under 60, 65 years old, into a decent paying job or a labor market for that. And that's the core services, and it's not a lot of time for people who come here with many challenges, lack of English, been through a lot of hardships, but 6 months is where we do a lot of that. You came on December what? One. So he's been about a month and a half.
Yes.
Like 75 days. So the rest of his family's joining him. Tell him who's coming. Is your mom coming? Your mom, brother, sister?
Brother, sister, Wednesday.
Wednesday they're coming. That's right.
Yeah.
And we're going to meet them at the airport. I'm going to take you to the airport so you can see them. Okay?
Yeah.
But every refugee story is unique, and these are just amazing people. And you think about the trials that they have been through, leaving their homeland, possibly losing loved ones, not able to practice their own faith or religion, losing their jobs, losing their homes, losing their towns. I mean, people who have been put down, persecuted like this, and then are given this opportunity to come here to start their lives over. And you think, I don't know if I've been test about has my faith. I don't know if my faith could hold up to that. I like to think it could, but to be put down and being put in situations like that and have to literally turn it all over again, that is quite amazing. And I don't think people wear that. And we hear a lot about immigration reform now, and people think that the refugees fall in that category, and they're just a totally different type of individuals. And they deserve our open arms, our welcoming, their compassion, to let them try to have that new and better life here. There's required things to get. Everybody gets a kitchen table with chairs. Every family member has a bed. If it's a married couple, we give them a queen or full-size bed. Depending on the size of the family, get 1 or 2 sofas. TVs are not required, but if we have them, we provide them. There's at least 2, 3, 4 lamps, depending on the size of the family. At least 1 or 2 dressers. We have a checkoff list, and it's the basic stuff, but it's stuff that will make a home special. I wish we could give more, but a lot of it is, these are all donations from our community, from churches, schools, business organizations, civic groups, whoever wants to call to donate something, we pick it up and we use it. None of the items are sold. We give them directly to our clients, so the more stuff we get, the more stuff we can put into a home. So, but we don't want to do it disproportionate where some families are getting more than others. We do want to try to balance it out, but try to give everybody the basic things that they need for their new life here. So. What you're referring to is the Dare to Care mobility project that we've had intact here for about 9 months now. It's the first and third Tuesday of the month, and we give out food to anybody who lives in the community. About 50% of them are refugees and immigrants that are part of our agency, but the other 50% are people on the fringe of society that live in and around this neighborhood. That people ask, what about the Haiti refugees, earthquake situations like that, natural disasters like that? How do you not feel compelled about helping out or doing more for disasters? You do have to set your boundaries. There are some factors that are going on in the world that I have no control of, but once they get here, I do have control over. I can get them volunteer support. I can get them donations. I can try to be that loving, lending hand to them. So you do what you can do. And for the outside things, you just pray for, and you try to advocate with maybe elected people or the political figures. You have to have faith for this job. It takes faith. You've got to look for new resources, and you got to keep your attitude and your beliefs up, and look for new things. I at least pray 3 times a day. Some days I pray 10 or 15 times. I think it depends a lot on the circumstance. I always pray in the morning. I always pray at night. Sometime during the mid part of the day, I try to look for a small period to pray. But with the job, if I feel frustrated, or the clients are getting upset, the office is getting a little tense,
priorities are being thrown at me, what's more important to do. And sometimes I have to close the door for a minute and just say, God, help me, and do even a 2-minute prayer. And I won't call it a quick prayer, but just for a quick relief of help or support. And it's hard to say how many I do per day. It changes per day, but at least 2 or 3 every day, guaranteed. But there could be a lot of little ones throughout the day as well, too. I always try to remind people, and it's not really a scripture, but it is a biblical message, is that I remind people that Mary, Joseph, and Jesus themselves were refugees. They had to flee the harassment and the possibly slaying of their son by King Herod. Every day as I head off to this job and end the day with the job, I always thank Jesus for being there by my side and being my shepherd through everything you do, because you are sort of a shepherd through this. You got a lot of little sheep out there, and you just kind of guide your way through it, and you just try to make the best decisions. You have to rely on your faith in Jesus there, and you try to think, what choices would have he done? How would he maintain his composure, because he was tested, and just doing that same type of thing.